Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about Justice League again, this time a very big interesting piece from the Hollywood Reporter as they've wrote up an article talking about the rivalry and divide between Marvel Studios MCU and Warner Bros DC Films universe. And they reveal that Warner Bros is actually very worried about the possibility that Thor Ragnarok will dominate Justice League. The whole article kind of outlines the pacing and division between fans and insiders and sources at WB and Marvel, and kind of the expectations that Warner Bros. Does have for Justice League. Now, according to their sources, they say, quote, "If a B character from Marvel shuts down and outperforms the A-team from DC, that's an embarrassment. It's going to be a very stressful weekend for some Warner Bros. Executives." Now, obviously, the reason they're worrying is because right now, the film is projected for an underwhelming opening of $110 million, when compared to Batman v Superman, which opened at $166 million. Now, obviously, earlier, Thor Ragnarok opened at $123 million, I believe, domestically. So obviously, you know, things are kind of looking a bit weary for Justice League at this point. I mean, the reviews are now out. This film is sitting at about a 40% as of this recording on Rotten Tomatoes, and the reviews are decidedly mixed. You know, people aren't jumping for joy over this movie. They're definitely not having the same kind of reactions they did for Wonder Woman. It seems more closely aligned with Batman v Superman reactions. You know, people split down the middle. The article does mention that Warner Bros. Supposedly has higher expectations for Aquaman next year, and they've kind of muted their expectations for Justice League. So what do you guys think about this? Do you think that we're living in a world where a third Thor movie can actually beat the A-team from Justice League and DC? I mean, that is just insane, because Thor was always the knockoff franchise of the MCU. People never really put any weight into his movies, and certainly coming off of Thor the Dark World, which is generally considered one of the worst MCU films, nobody expected Thor Ragnarok to be the phenomenon that it is, making over 500 million. I think it's actually close to 600 million worldwide already, only 2 or 3 weeks in, so definitely very impressive stuff. People are back on board with the Thor hype train, and right now, Justice League is very mixed. So drop all your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you guys think about this? Do you think that Thor will end up beating Justice League? Do you think that Justice League will end up dominating Thor in the long run? And for more updates on Justice League and the DCU, be sure to subscribe to Hybrid Network. Thanks again for checking out this video. If you want to get even more updates from us, check out our social media platforms, our website for the latest news and tutorials, and if you want to see our content get better, donate to us on Patreon for exclusive rewards.